Hello students, welcome to English class. Today we are going to read second part of fourth chapter. This is the ashes that made the trees bloom. This chapter we have from Honeycomb, NCERT English book of 7th standard. Students, if you remember, in the first part of the story, we had read that it is based in Japan. It is about an honest and a hard-working couple who lived with their pet dog named Muku. The dog's name was Muku. And further in the story, we had read that the greedy and cruel nature of their neighbors results in the death of the dog, and how the dog's spirit helped his loving master through a dream. You can see in the picture. This much we had read in the first part, and in the second part today we will know the further story, that how the master of the dog receives once again support and solace in unexpected way from the dog's spirit. So let's begin the story by reading this. Not long after that, the good old man dreamed again, and the spirit of the dog spoke to him, telling him how the wicked people had burned the mill made from the pine tree. Take the ashes of the mill, sprinkle them on the withered trees, and they will bloom again, said the dog spirit. The story tells that the good and the generous old man had another dream of the dog. The spirit of the dog informed him about how the mill had been burnt by the wicked people, by the wicked couple. And then the dog asked him to take the ashes of it and sprinkle it on the withered trees. And he assured him that the trees would bloom again. The old man awoke and went at once to his wicked neighbor's house, where he found the miserable old pair sitting at the edge of their square fireplace in the middle of the floor, smoking and spinning. From time to time, they warmed their hands and feet with the blaze from some bits of the mill, while behind them lay a pile of the broken pieces. The good old man humbly asked for the ashes, though the covetous couple turned up their noses at him and scolded him as if he were a thief. They let him fill his bucket with the ashes. They let him fill his basket with the ashes. The old man, after getting the dream, awoke and went to his neighbor's house in order to get the ashes. He found them there sitting before the fireplace, burning legs of the mill, some pieces of the mill, and the farmer humbly asked for the ashes. The wicked old man allowed him to take a bucket of the ashes of the mill, which they were burning to keep themselves warm. On coming home, the old man took his wife into the garden. It being winter, their favorite cherry tree was bare. He sprinkled a pinch of ashes on it, and lo, it sprouted blossoms until it became a cloud of pink blooms which perfumed the air. The news of this filled the village. And everyone ran out to see the wonder. The covetous couple also heard the story and gathering up the remaining ashes of the mill, kept them to make withered trees blossom. So the old man, after getting the ashes, the old man with his wife went to their favorite cherry tree, which was bare due to winters. And when the farmer sprinkled a pinch of ashes on it, it sprouted blossom. We can see in the picture, this is the cherry tree, and the farmer is sprinkling the ash which he have in the basket. You can see in the picture. The news of that spread in the village and also to the covetous people. So they also had kept some of the ashes along with them to make withered trees blossom. The kind old man, hearing that his lord, the daimyo, was to pass along the high road near the village, set out to see him, taking his basket of ashes. As the train approached, he climbed up into an old withered cherry tree that stood by the wayside. Now, in the days of the daimyos, it was the custom when their lord passed by for all the loyal people to shut up their high windows. They even pasted them fast with a slip of paper, so as not to commit the impertinence of looking down on his lordship. All the people along the road would fell upon their hands and knees and remain prostrate until the procession passed by. So when the kind old man, on hearing his lord is daimyo is coming, climbed on a withered cherry tree with his basket of ashes. When the train or procession of the king drew near, as a custom, everyone bowed down on their knees. The villagers set out to bow down before the king until the procession passed by. But the old man kept himself on the tree. The train drew near. One tall, competent man marched ahead, crying out to the people by the way, "Get down on your knees, get down on your knees." And everyone kneeled down while the procession was passing. Suddenly, the leader of the van caught sight of the aged man up in the tree. He was about to call out to him in an angry tone, but seeing he was such an old fellow, he pretended not to notice him and passed him by. So when the daimyo's palanquin drew near, the old man, taking a pinch of ashes from his basket, scattered it over the tree. In a moment, it burst into blossom. The delighted daimyo ordered the train to be stopped and got out to see the wonder. Calling the old man to him, he thanked him and ordered presents of silk robes, sponge cake, fans, and other rewards to be given him. He even invited him to his castle. So the old man went gleefully home to share his joy with his dear old wife. As the king's palanquin, king's palki, or cart or van, came nearer, he sprinkled. Farmer sprinkled a pinch of ash on the withered tree. And the king saw it blossoming, and it made him very happy. Then the king called the man. He thanked him and ordered many presents to him, like silk robes, sponge cake, fans, and he even invited him to his castle. So the old couple became rich once again. Students, up to here in the story, we had read that the old couple became rich 3 times with the help of dog. Firstly, when the dog was alive, Muku, their pet, was alive and he searched gold for them. And next 2 times, after his death, after Muku's death, when the kind old couple became rich with the help of the dog's spirit. Further, the story tells that, but when the greedy neighbor heard of it, he took some of the magic ashes and went out on the highway. There he waited until a daimyo's train came along, and instead of kneeling down like the crowd, he climbed a withered cherry tree. When the daimyo himself was almost directly under him, he threw a handful of ashes over the tree, which did not change the particle. The wind blew the fine dust in the noses and eyes of the daimyo and his wife, such sneezing and choking. It spoiled all the pomp and dignity of the procession. The man, whose business it was to cry, "Get down on your knees," seized the old fool by the collar, dragged him from the tree, and tumbled him and his ash basket into the ditch by the road. Then, beating him soundly, he left him for dead. When the greedy neighbors heard this, they also went to the highway. When the greedy neighbor heard about the richness of the farmer, once again, he also went to the highway with some of the magic ashes in his basket and started waiting for the daimyo's train to pass by. And when the daimyo himself was under him, he threw a handful ashes on the tree. But the particles did not change. Rather, the fine dust particles blew in the noses and eyes of the daimyos and his wife, leading to sneezing and choking. The king was very angry. The king ordered his soldiers to catch hold of the old man and to beat him to death. Thus, the wicked old man died in the mud, but the kind friend of the dog dwelt in peace and plenty, and both he and his wife lived to a green old age. So the story shows how the spirit of Muku helps the old couple, the kind and generous old couple. That was the story. Students, this story is giving a lesson to all the readers that people are known by the deeds they perform, just like a tree which is known by its fruits and leaves. It shows that if people are kind to other people and animals, they tend to be happy. And if they are greedy and cruel, they will be unhappy and sad. The story also has hints of magical realism or reality, along with the themes of kindness, mythology, karma, animals, fantasy, and society also. So that's all about the story. I hope you understood. Thank you for watching and listening. Have a nice time.